Well, the main man here, Dillian Whyte, and we've got to start first. There's a little bit of a flare-up at the end of the press conference. We've seen these things before, Dillian. You're not shy in that department, but what was going on there?
Nothing, there's a little bit of a push and a shove and a bit of a pull and a tug, you know, that's it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Dillian, we've just been speaking to Buddha, one of the most chilled out guys in boxing.
Yeah.
And he's talking about your work with him, he's seen a lot of things he really likes. How are you finding the changeover with Buddy yourself?
It was easy because Buddy he's a very calm guy, and like he said on the stage, I asked him A, B, and C, if he can explain it to me.
Yeah.
We work on it, and we improve it, and we add it into what I'm doing. And that's not like a lot of trainers got like ego. They're like, move your feet more, do this more, do that more. Buddy just say, yo, we're going to do this, but we need to get to here. And this is what we need to do to get there. I know we're going to get there. And it's great because he explains stuff and he teaches you stuff, not just say, move your head. He's like, you know, he explains to you, he's like, when you're moving your head, make sure
why and how.
And then some coaches, if you ask them questions, they get defensive.
Yeah.
Just trust me, don't work. You know, he will sit down and he asks it in a session, you want to ask me anything? And I'm like, no, I'm good. We're on the same page, brother. So easy transition.
Yeah. When you started working with him, were you in any way bothered by the fact that he doesn't want to look at the opponent? He doesn't even want to look at your fights. I mean, it's not normal, that, I suppose, is it?
No, it is, because when a man's had 80 fights, 100 plus amateur fights, fought the best, 2 times world champion, trained 9 world champions, and not just from top level, from start to scratch and stuff. He knows this stuff, you know, and he, like he said, sometimes you get caught up in, I've been there before, I caught up in the hype of, you're fighting this guy, he's a good boxer, he's this, he's tall, he's short, and then you end up worrying too much and working on too much things. It's like the Fury fight was difficult because it could be southpaw, it could be orthodox, it could be aggressive, it could be negative. So sometimes you get caught up in what you need to focus on yourself and what you do best and try to be better at that. So I'm on the same page with him on that, you know. Method is madness.
Yeah, Dillian, I know Eddie mentioned it on the top table there. You've fought on the biggest of nights. You've had an amazing career. The one thing that's missing is that world title. Is that what keeps the fire burning for that world title now?
You know what? It ain't. You know what? The fire keeps burning because combat sport is what gave me the balls.
You like to fight?
Yeah, it's what gave me the balls to change my life. It's what gave me the balls to put the weapon down, to put this down and change my life and be a bigger, better man. So to me, it's a part of my, it started to come from the pointless violence and the upbringing and stuff and whatever. It gave me a meaning. So to me, it's something very important, man.
I mean, we could see what it meant to you after the Fury fight because you were devastated after that, weren't you? And very upset, and that was for those that saw you afterwards, after outside the arena. You were upset about that. So, how long did it take you to really get that out of your system?
You know what? It took a couple of days for me to realize I'm so young. I had a lot of fights. I still have time to correct the mistakes and get back in there and still stand a very high chance of becoming heavyweight champion. Yeah. You know, let's be honest, obviously, Fury is a tricky one. Obviously, it's going to be a difficult fight because he's just so big. He's not, people say he's fast, he's a great boxer, he's awkward. He's not, he's just a big guy.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, I got caught with a punch and he just two-handed, he pushed me over like that, and I'm a strong guy, but because I'm a big guy, so, you know what I mean, I'm not someone that gets pushed around easy, you know what I mean, but I had my moments in the fight, you know, so yeah.
Dillian, just away from you, 1 second. On Saturday night, am I right in saying you could have your first British champion as well?
I will have my first British champion, I will do. You know,
that mean a lot to you, that, as a manager on that side of things?
It means a lot to me to see, when Fabio came to me, he came to help me spar. He was a guy, he had 2 fights in 3 years or something, going nowhere, doing nothing, and he just came to spar. At that time, I was thinking, I might start helping a few guys out. And then when I sat down, he told me his story, and I realized, I see what he's trying to do. I said, you know what? There's a lot of myself in this guy. I'm going to help him. And then even he himself probably can't believe where he is now. You understand? So to me, I've done a lot of wrong things in my life and a lot of bad things. So something like this to me helps soothe that place in my heart. You know what I mean? You know,
fair play.
You know, I've done some good. Same like Babbitt, same like Chris Congo, same like Yusuf Kamari, all these guys that help out is, you know what I mean, Tom's Coffee and stuff like that. It was another one. He had like one fight in 2 years since he turned pro.
No, fair play, Dillian, yeah.
If you have a good night, Fabio has a good night, it's a great night for you. Inevitably, it's not going away. It's 1-1 in the amateurs and the pros. Anthony Joshua, it's been the talk for a while anyway. How much would you enjoy that?
This is heavyweight boxing, baby. Don't look to the future. Look to the present moment, because I might beat Frank and beat another guy and still don't get a Joshua fight. That's why heavyweight boxing work. You got to understand that. So I focus on Franklin. I would love to fight Joshua another 2-3 times. I think if me and him fight, it's just going to be a wild fight. Win, lose, or draw, it's going to be wild. Be everything in the fight. It just be a wild fight. That's just how our character is. That's how our energy is, you know?
Sam, no, Dillian, we wish you all the best for Saturday night. It's great to see you back out.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.